are you?
Nice to meet you today.
Oh, I'm
Madie and I have never
honored.
worked. We've never worked together, have we?
We have not. I am truly honored. Oh my goodness.
Well, it's great to meet you. And so, I understand you finished undergrad school and you're starting to go for your master's
That's
now.
right. That's right. I'm about a month into my master's degree in voice performance at Georgia State.
Good.
And
How exciting
I'm
is that,
loving
right?
it. Yes, yes.
Wonderful. Okay, so I love what your teacher's doing with you. You sound beautiful. Do you have any questions for me specifically that you'd like me to address?
Oh goodness. Well, I'd just love to just work and see what we come across. But I'd love to just make sure that my low doesn't get too heavy, and also that I feel sometimes in the flageolet, which I don't know if you call it that, this super upper range. I feel that sometimes a little bit of tension does creep in, but you know, I'm not sure what'll happen today, but
Okay, that's okay. Well, this is not a performance class, which is great. So we get to play.
Right, I'm so excited. That's what I love to do. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Madie, one of the things, if I were to outline some possibilities when people go into high range, things that can cause tension, and this is something I like to help singers self-monitor. You can go into the back of your neck and you can feel that your neck muscles are shortening too much when you go high. And if that happens, that will raise your larynx in the front.
Okay, yes.
So that's one thing that can happen. If the jaw happens to go forward, then that can invite the larynx to come up as well. You probably have worked on that with your teacher, getting a relaxed jaw.
Oh, yes.
Okay? So let's just do this. We're going to start with the laryngeal tilt. A lot of high sopranos have question. The main question for me from them is that they have difficulty navigating the middle, which is interesting because the high range will be very easy. Are you singing as a coloratura soprano?
Yeah, light little soubrette coloratura.
Okay, well good. Light is good. I remember I went to a master class. Maybe you know maybe you have never heard her, but Arlene Auger.
Yes, I love her. She's wonderful.
Yes, wonderful soprano. When I saw her do a master class, and I remember she said, "Well, there is a place for us lyric voices as well.
Yes,
it's not a world. It's not a world just for dramatic voices."
Yeah.
So I'm just going to have you sing an ooh vowel, okay? And you're going to feel when you breathe. Your tongue will sort of go into an NG place as in the word sing, and your larynx will drop slightly, and you may feel your larynx tilt a little bit down and forward as you go up to the upper note. This will happen as a result of opening more space inside, like this. But I won't do it. It may feel strange working with a male voice because I'll be an octave lower when I demonstrate. Beautiful. Beautiful, Madie. Good. You have a beautiful color to your voice. It's a special color. It really is. So let's go back down in the middle again, and let's do that again. And as you go up, you're going to feel almost as though the stretch of the vocal cords is taking you up, but your body will not increase the air pressure.
Okay.
Good. In this situation, you're invited to slide all you want to, okay?
Yeah.
You don't have to be precise at all. That's really beautiful. Good. Have you and your teacher worked on your larynx stabilization? Because it stays beautifully.
Okay,
it stays,
yes.
At your onset, your larynx is staying beautifully in position. It's not raising, so you've done a great job, and she's done a great job with you. Let's go for another one, okay? Now that note is C.
Yeah.
And that is what I call everything will go up in the head.
Right.
Good.
Oh, that changed.
Now, maybe you and your teacher have noticed this too. Sometimes the solar plexus will want to pulse a little bit. So I'm going to show you the blowfish. Okay, we're going to do
We've done that before. Yes.
So you close the lips and you fill up your you fill up your cheeks with air, and you're going to go right from that to. Now what you'll feel is when you blow air and fill up the cheeks is you'll feel your body expand all the way around. And you're going to just sustain that feeling as you go to the vowel, okay? So we're going to do the blowfish, and then whenever you're ready, just go right into the vowel. Did that feel different?
It did. So I'm inhaling and then the blowfish? Fish?
Yes.
Yes.
And then the blowfish, and then you go right into the sound. You did a beautiful job, yeah. Right. So when you feel that sort of inflated feeling, like you're a human beach ball,
yes,
you're going to sustain that as you go up into the upper register. So we're going to take it up again, and I think you'll feel that blowfish will help you to hold back the air pressure. Okay, blowfish first. Beautiful, and you'll notice what the blowfish does is it tells your body, it teaches your body that you don't have to increase the air pressure to go higher. Beautiful. Right. Did you feel how stable the vibrato was there?
I did, yes. I've used this analogy with my teacher, the past undergrad teacher, about singing on the feeling of inhalation, and I like that. I like that because it does make me feel that the rims are like kind of staying in that expanded feeling.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Good, exactly. So that's what it really feels like. When we're singing well, it feels like we're almost inhaling the sound. Let's do one more, or maybe two more even, okay? Good. Now here you're going to be challenged with keeping the same feeling of the blowfish when you go to the upper note because we're approaching passaggio. Okay, here we go. Wonderful. I love that.
Oh, something changes there.
How does it feel?
That one, when I went to the D sharp, it felt, that one felt a little unstable, like the vibrato got a little bit less.
So we're going to have you do something.
Free? Okay.
I'm going to have you open your arms forward like you're about to hug a tree, okay? Right in front of you, okay? And you'll feel your back open.
Totally feel that, yes.
And as you go to the upper note, feel that you're getting taller with your back ribs, and that will stabilize the sound.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
How did that feel?
That felt great.
Good.
Yeah.
We're like a happy customer around here. Okay, let's do one more. You're doing such a beautiful job. Good. Okay. Is that feeling more stable?
It is, yes.
Good. So now we're going to sing Alleluia with staccati, and then we can sustain the last note if you would like. I'll do it in my baritone range.
Yes.
Alleluia. But we're going to start in your soprano range, okay?
Yeah.
At least a step higher. Right. So, Mr. Lindquist said, good singing is next to good laughter.
Yes.
So, in a way, when we're finding our body connection, it's very much related to sustained laughter.
Yes.
And you really feel it with the staccati.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do another one. All right. Now we're going to do another trick. Let's put our hands together.
Mm-hmm.
You see? There you go. And you'll just feel that they're pressing together just a tiny, tiny bit as you sing the staccato on top and the legato note on top as well. Okay, here we go. Oh. Good job, Maddie. How did that feel?
That felt great. Actually, kind of mapping it out with my hands, that actually helped, yeah.
The sound is cutting out a little bit. Can you say one more time?
Sorry, yes. I felt that it, kind of using my hands to emulate the staccati was very good at keeping a good balance with the
Yes,
sound,
it balances that subglottic air pressure.
Yes, yes.
And so then, in doing so, it balances your registration as well, which is great. Let's do one. Well, maybe we'll do 2 or 3 more.
Okay.
Who knows what's around the corner?
Right?
Okay. Oh. Right. Wonderful. See, all we're doing is stimulating your back muscles as you're working for you. And that encourages a lower diaphragmatic position
Yeah.
and less air pressure through the cords. I'm going to have water as you're having water. Great to have water, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
That's very good, Maddie. Let's go on up. Now, when you sustain the high note, can you keep a pressure between your hands as you sustain?
Okay.
Okay, and that's going to make it feel even better for you. Okay, here we go. Right. And how did that feel to you?
That felt good. It felt
Good. Let's do another one. Beautiful, Maddie. Beautiful. Good. Now, my teacher, Mr. Lindquist, offered me a great quote one time of Flogstock. She said, I can sing as loud as my back muscles are strong and very loud.
Yes.
So in a way, we're holding back air pressure with our lower back. And you're stimulating that by just pressing the hands together a little bit, you see, which makes a world of difference for you. That's great. You got such a good high range. I want to hear more of your high
Thanks.
notes,
Okay. Sweet. This is beautiful sound, and just like most coloratura sopranos, they are happier higher up. Right. Totally. Yes.
The vocal cords come together more easily. They don't have to hold back so much air pressure. Everything seems to naturally work. But you sound beautiful anyway.
Thank you.
So when you're working and you're for example, and we'll work on phrases in a second. And when you're working on a phrase, if you feel that there's too much air pressure coming up, you can press your hands together to activate your lower back, just to stimulate the lower back muscles, and I bet you'll feel a difference. So I forget what you're singing today, but I know it's Bellini, isn't it?
Yes, Eccomi, and then Quante, Volte.
Oh, the sound is cutting out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. It's Eccomi, the I Capuleti e Montecchi Lieta.
Oh, yes. Eccomi. Oh, I love that. Do you know what? You probably have it all memorized. What's your first note?
It's an E flat.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
Okay, so here we are starting in the passaggio. So you can use your hands if you want to, okay? Beautiful. This is such a beautiful voice. Do you mind if I ask you, are you about 21?
I am about 24.
You're 24.
Just
Okay.
turned 21. Yes.
Good. Happy birthday to
Thank you.
Because your voice is beginning to mature. That's why I was asking,
Yes.
because it sounds like it's maturing and growing.
Thank you. Yes.
And you may be feeling it changing.
I do every day, really.
Every day. Yeah, this is what happens. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Okay, that was beautiful. Now, when you start the Eccomi, if you put a little E in your tongue, a tiny bit of E position in your tongue, and if you press your hands together to stimulate the back, you'll feel that you're starting the sound with your lower back. Let's do that phrase again. That was beautiful. So we're going to visualize that there's a line, and the vibrato, instead of the vibrato is like waves you sing on a graph. So you have that line. You're going to imagine that the vibrato is only going to go on the upper side of the line, not above and below. And you'll feel a difference. It will put a different kind of shimmer in the stabilization of your vibrato, because it will also match your high range more.
Okay.
As you'll notice, the high range, the chords are tighter, so there's more spin to the voice. So let's do that again. And imagine you're just going to vibrate on the upper side of the line, okay? That was exquisite.
Thank you.
Now, did you feel a difference?
I felt like the spin was tighter, like it was more in a line.
Yes, more in a line. And actually, you'll find also that the vocal cords will be more firmly together.
Yes.
And you'll use less air.
Yeah.
And when you think of, if we think of our body as a balloon, and we think of the vocal cords as the little tiny end of the balloon, we just want a little bit of air coming out of that balloon so the body can stay, the lower part of the balloon can just stay a little bit inflated. And that's in a way what we're doing when we're singing. When you were vibrating just on the upper side of the line, then the body used less air. Did you notice that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, you'll have to refresh me on what the next note is.
It is a C.
Okay. Yes, that was beautiful. What is your next note?
B flat. Oh, non si ritiene.
Okay, ta-da-da.
Oh, non si ritiene. Apparente così fatali. Siate per me.
Good, Molly. Okay, now, is that feeling slightly different for you?
It is. It's feeling like I'm working less.
It feels like you're working less.
Yes.
Good for you. Okay, good. And then I've got this, again, I know that it's in my Prima Donna album.
Yes, yeah.
I'm trying to find it
Yes,
here.
I don't know. Yeah,
That's okay. Let's see, I think it's in this book. I just thought if I could help, you know it inside and out.
Right.
So, here we go. It's up the other 6-1. See if I guessed right. I may not have. No, that's it. Okay. I didn't guess right. What's your next note? And we're just gonna tango here, okay? We're gonna have fun.
Audible. B flat, E flat.
E flat. Good. Now, what I love about your sound, now you're thinking about vibrating just on the upper side of the line, right? Okay? And your teacher can help you with this. And what you want to do is there's just a little tiny bit of tension in your neck at the consonants, just at the consonants. And I think your posture is actually quite good. But once in a while, I would just check the back of the neck to see if those muscles are trying to help a little bit. Okay? What is your next entrance?
Un ribcage 20. It's an F.
The sound is coming out again. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's an F.
F? Beautiful.
I did feel that time. I felt a little bit of the muscles kind of pulsing.
Let me see if our engineer here, Christian, can you imagine what's blocking the sound?
I don't know.
Actually, I don't know really.
Okay. Madie, are you with an iPad or a computer?
I'm with my laptop. The microphone volume might be a little bit too high.
Okay, now I hear you perfectly. Okay, now you can talk to me.
Okay.
It could have been the signal coming in and out.
Yes.
So go ahead and talk to me about the next entrance. What is your next entrance?
Okay, so the next entrance is let's see. Well, we could do that phrase again because it kind of goes on.
It kind of goes together.
It kind of goes together. So, but I was gonna comment that when you had me put my hand on my neck, I did feel the muscles kind of pulse a little bit.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's maybe what you're saying that.
It is actually.
Okay.
So you'll feel, and you can, and it's very easy to fix. It's just a matter of being aware of it. Yeah. What is your next entrance?
A B flat.
B flat. Good. Good. Beautiful. Now you have a lot of float to your voice, but I can help you make that phrase easier.
Okay.
Would you like to know how?
I would love to. It's hard. Yeah.
You just close the mouth a little bit more,
okay.
and then you'll think that the palate's a little wider inside. Okay. Let's do that.
Right.
Oh, I forget what notes you need. Close here a little more.
You wanted to close a little bit more?
On the dove.
Dove.
Just a, Good. Good. Now, think a little bit more on the high part of the line and even softer, and it will find its own coordination.
Ooh, that was difficult, but I did it.
Did that feel better?
Yes, yes.
Good, 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 good. So, you know, it's really closing the mouth, and when you're doing that, in high pianissimo singing, most singers don't open their mouth as much as when they're singing fuller. You have a really full, beautiful voice.
Thank you.
And part of that is you have this beautiful long swan neck, and that is what gives you a long vocal tract. And the longer the vocal tract, the bigger the voice. So you have a sizable instrument with lots of color.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Now, what's your next entrance?
Let's see. The next entrance is the aria proper. So it's and there are two little kind of verses to the aria. But I was wondering if maybe we want to skip one verse and do the higher one with the cadenza, because I would like to work the cadenza.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do the last one.
Okay, let's do it's raggio and it's on B flat.
In Italian, Madie, and when you go to an O vowel toward the end of a phrase, if you put oo in it, you'll have a lot more breath.
Oh, okay, okay.
Let's do that again.
Okay.
Yes, you closed and you put oo in your O, and that made it much more controlled.
Yes, it did. Now the brillo, was that fine, or do you think it could be more balanced?
When you go that's a B flat.
Yeah.
So when you go up on the put a French over it like uncle, and it will release your tongue.
Okay.
You want to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Yes.
I feel so many shifts there. It's just crazy.
The speaking cut out again. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just feel so many shifts, little gear shifts where my voice.
You feel a little gear shift?
Yeah,
up there
lots of them. Lots of them.
And of course, you will have different register shifts, but when you put the French nasal on there, also you can do it on an NG because you have a high voice, so you can use NG. Actually, what I think would be really good for you, Madie, would be in terms of trying to get your full control of your equalized airflow and your equalized resonance, doing phrases on NG.
Okay.
If NG is free in your voice. I think it is.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So let's go on.
Okay.
Where's the big cadenza toward the end? And we'll.
It's coming up. So.
Okay, it's coming up. Okay.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Okay. All right. What's your next note?
Okay. It's a low D. D4.
Good. Okay, so I know what your question is.
Yes.
How do we make the cadenza easier?
Right.
Okay, the cadenza, I can tell you, it's the solar plexus. If you feel right below the sternum bone, way down, the upper abdominal area, you can actually place a flat hand on that and shake your hand, and that will loosen your breath flow into your cadenza. Okay. So try that once. Okay. You're gonna be surprised, Maddie.
Oh gosh. Okay. Oh Lord. Okay, I'll start at the cadenza.
Okay.
That definitely freed it out, but then I also felt like the vowel kind of spread a little bit, but maybe I was thinking.
Cutting out again. I'm sorry.
No!
The signal a second.
It's okay. The vowel I felt was cutting out, or the vowel I felt was a little bit spread.
Okay.
So do you think going more to that French
Yes, you can do that. If it's an ah vowel, you can also use a little ah in the root of your tongue, like the word apple. Anything that will elevate the root of the tongue to take the pressure off the cords. Because all those muscles are connected into. So you can think lift the root of the tongue, you can think a little ah like apple.
Okay.
But when you shake the solar plexus loose, I hear the breath traveling more easily.
I do too. Definitely feels easier.
Yeah, that was great. Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Yes.
Wonderful. That was beautiful. Now, did that feel easier?
It did. Yes. Yes. I feel like it's tricky because it's un do, and or I think it's an O vowel. And so we actually, my teacher and I have experimented with just doing ah up there, and just instead of un do, just do ah.
You can do that. That's a really good idea. And also, years ago when I was young in my teaching, I called a very famous singer up named Judith Raskin.
Oh yes, she's lovely.
And of course, I only knew her just a little bit through one student that took her opera class on the east side at the 92nd Street Y. And so I called her and asked her if I could come and sit in her studio. And she said yes. She was lovely. And she said when a soprano gets to A flat or A on top, if they put a slight bit of ah, like apple, in the root of their tongue, just a tiny bit, it won't, not enough to change the vowel really, or the intention of the vowel. And it will take the lid off the top. And she's really right about that, you see. So I want to help you find the cuperto.
I would love to, yes.
Okay? And this is a little tiny ooh. So you might want to put a finger over your lips and close them out. And it will feel a bit like a lip buzz, but it will have a little ooh in it. And we're just going to do just almost a lip buzz. Perfect. Good, Maddie. Now this is going to go into another kind of a transitional area right here, so it may flip on you. That's perfectly fine. A little tiny.
Oh, I felt the tongue root kind of tense there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you feel the tongue tight, get really tall in your back ribs to feel the breath.
Okay.
Like your spine is getting taller.
Okay.
Right.
That worked. Yep.
That worked. So let's get even taller. Okay.
Yes.
That's going to be the key to your high piano singing without air pressure, is to find that little thin edge function. Just that little tiny thin edge function. Okay? So I am so thrilled with your talent and so excited for your you're going to grad school. And the teacher's done a beautiful job. Will you tell me what her name is again?
Okay, so my undergrad teacher was Melanie Williams, and then my grad teacher right now is Rick Clement.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes, they're
Well,
wonderful.
I hope you have a wonderful time.
Oh,
now
thank
this
you.
is one time where Christian, can you unmute everyone so we can applaud?
Oh, yay! Great job,
We're just going to
everyone.
unmute everybody. We're trying to unmute. I don't know if you could do that, Christian.
No, I can't. Everybody has to do
Everybody
it.
has to unmute and then
Wonderful voice.
Beautiful. I love that.